Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go now. 10-2 soft. Hey, Delta.
All day. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50.
Look at me. Zipper.
51 the Mike, boy. 51. I got one.
Hit it.
On first down, block. It's caught right side by Daniels. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, he just stepped out there and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. It's a nice pickup on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Yes.
They'll try the left side. It's Daniels. And his first carry, he loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 30, 20, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to get it going for it. Let's see what they decide.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ready?
They'll try the left side. Daniels. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. The throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Block going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
60 outlaw.
2nd and 5 now. Block is complete to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On the defensive side, this is the starting lineup for the Bills. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
60 Pittsburgh.
Check, 47. Cut.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. 47.
Out into the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To the air, Allen. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking deep in the direction of Cook. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements of doing and making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely, what a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Harris on the draw. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Throwing is Allen on third. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Lock now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah, that's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock complete to Jones. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Come on,
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Kill.
Smooth.
47's the mic, boy. 47.
Hey, fight.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Going left side here, and it's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Ready?
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he loses the football a 2nd time. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys in bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move forward here on 2nd and 14. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
319.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Got four down.
Here's Hillman. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's got daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive data like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mike's 47.
Play action, now it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sack lunch, baby. Yum, 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 yum.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Right here.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down again.
That's what I'm talking about.
He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Take it at the 37. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, there's no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They look to throw. It's locked. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Lott. And Daniels has it over the middle. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23.
50, play.
Rush in.
Dude.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Daniels. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos push further out in front. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
Push him back.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Throw inside complete. It's Craig. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Allen's throw is complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. To throw again on second down. Allen, high throw, but he makes the catch. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. Allen now, nearly perfect. 9 and 10 in this. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Allen to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get to stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They call him unreliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
And they've had success at least so far here in the second. And it's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Allen going to throw, and that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
We know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. But I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play.
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Go now. Gator.
All day, dog.
Back.
Throwing on first down is locked. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Here's Locke to throw. Caught by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield strike.
We got it.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Hillman again, a first down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Even. 4 down. Even.
On second down, Hillman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Talking about.
He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting on there.
Let's go!
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Hey, I'm coming.
On first down, Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Locke now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try to cover downfield.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Locke going to bring the offense out first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now a dump off here complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
First down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They're probably to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
At 25, 25 to Mike. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! Big hit all day. Sack City. Sack
Remember,
City,
throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn your right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On a helmet on the screen. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go.
Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
He wasn't ready.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side, they're tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Allen. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Alert! Everyone got 4.
Now Allen to throw again. Will be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now let's look at the situation that you have all 3 timeouts remaining. So barring a 1st down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts and want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready, break.
49, guys. Mike, 49. You got nothing to that. You got nothing. Shit. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. It's our time.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. From a yard out.
Yeah,
the Broncos push further out in front.
It would be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now they'll try again on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to battle it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
To throw, it's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Check out read.
Look, squeeze. Look at me, zipper. Now.
They'll try the left side. Daniels. They find some open field here. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on first down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On second down now, it's Daniels. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Ball an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.